So what's good, y'all? We back with another video. And so far, what has been the early part of Talen Horton-Tucker's NBA career, there have been plenty of jokes from other NBA teams' fans due to the fact that the Los Angeles Lakers organization kind of grew to overrate him to some extent, which, to be honest, the jokes were kind of funny and it was kind of true. But in all honesty, with the trade last week that sent THT to Utah for Patrick Beverley, I think now have a little more freedom to showcase his talent and actually put up some solid numbers, especially with the fact that Donovan Mitchell is now a Cleveland Cavalier and not on the Jazz next season. I mean, Horton-Tucker did have some solid games for the Lakers during his tenure, but it's just really hard for him to show off his full package on that team because played with Hall of Fame caliber players like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. So he didn't have the ball in his hands to do what he does best, which is be an actual guard and attack the basket, penetrate to the rim, and find guys if he needs to. Instead, he was more of a spot-up shooter, but the thing is, he's never really been a shooter throughout his early NBA career, as he only shot 27% from three for his career, and I think that the change of scenery can potentially be a big boost for his career, as it has for a lot of former Lakers that have left since LeBron went there back in 2018 or the summer of 2018, examples being Brandon Ingram in New Orleans, Kyle Kuzma in Washington last season. Lonzo Ball, even though he's been injury-plagued, in Chicago right now, has had some nice seasons. And I think THT can get that same type of boost if he gets the right opportunity, and I think now in Utah is that opportunity. Now, am I saying he's on those guys' level? No, not at all. But I do believe that his game has actually been really compromised being with the Lakers. And with him now being in Utah where there's no expectations, the media isn't on your back 24/7, and with the youth starting to be a priority over there, this might just be the perfect spot for a guy like Talen Horton-Tucker, who is only just 21 years old, has some nice tools to become a quality starter for his career. And I mentioned earlier, he's got that ability to finish around the rim, he can pass, he's had some double-digit assist games in his career, and he's a pretty good defender with his 7'1" wingspan at just 6'4". Talen Horton-Tucker could very well be just another former young Laker that turns into a good quality NBA player for another NBA franchise. And to be honest, this is not a slight towards the Lakers' development or scout team because they made some pretty good draft choices in recent years. But I believe it's just more of a case of wrong place, wrong time for a lot of these former Lakers, and THT being on a LeBron-led Lakers team, even though I'm sure he learned a lot from those great players, just didn't seem like it was great for his development because you don't get that chance to actually do much. You're kind of stuck to a role, and you have to abide by that role unless you're going to get traded. That's pretty much how it goes, especially on these LeBron-led teams, as we've seen in a lot of years, where if guys don't fit, they're out the door. And Talen Horton-Tucker was just trying to play his role, now being with the Jazz, even though Colin Sexton's there, and I think he is going to go off, especially with the lack of talent. Even though they have some nice young players, the team is pretty trash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not hating on the Jazz. I like, I mentioned earlier, nice young players, but team's not gonna win a lot. So Colin Sexton is gonna take a lot of the shots. He is going to be the lead guy. He just got the extension. But I'm just saying, be on the lookout for THT. Whether that's him coming off the bench, maybe he starts, I don't know. Because I think it's going to be a competition for a lot of starting spots for this Jazz team. And right now, he is a potential candidate to start at the 2 spot if he needs to, even though I think he'll thrive better as more of a point guard. We shall see. The Utah Jazz are definitely a team that is tanking. They went through the years already of Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. It happened. It didn't work. It wasn't successful. They had mini success. It's fine. It happens with these teams. But now the Utah Jazz are on a different path. And I like them bringing in this young talent. I like what they're doing. Obviously, they got the picks now. Danny Ainge is doing what Danny Ainge always does. And Talen Horton-Tucker, a guy who, Lakers or some Lakers fans were pretty high on, will now get that chance to show what he's made of playing for the Utah Jazz next season. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Talen Horton-Tucker is in for a pretty good season with the Jazz next year? Or do you think he still has some things to work on and probably won't get what I think he could be? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Link will be down in the description below. This has been a checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.